Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. I want to begin by thanking God for the opportunity to read for all of you. I want to thank God for my provisions. I want to thank God for my health. I want to thank God for my life. And I want to thank all of you who have been here with me. If I'm only helping one person, then that's okay. I'm here to give a message, and if it's for you, it's for you. Please don't force anything. Take what you can to apply to your life and make it better. So I want to begin by talking about spreading loving energy. By spreading loving energy, I attract more love. So this to me would be like what you give out to the world, you get back. And paying forward what my grandmother instilled in me is it's an honor. It's honorable to speak about God. It's honorable to talk about love. It's honorable to be being as truthful as I can to share with the world any situations that I've been through, how I came through it, and everything's by God's grace. Okay, so by spreading loving energy, I attract more love. Does that make sense? Okay. So, I have my handwritten cards. First one is, it's time to close out old cycles and move to calmer waters. So that was the first card. And kind of fidgety right now because my glasses are not clear. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, better. The next is, love can be joyous. Love is really supposed to be joyous, right? But sometimes we love things that we shouldn't be loving. Sometimes we're not receiving it back, so it can make us sad. But love is supposed to be joyous. When you find out you're going to have a baby, when you find out that the house that you've been dreaming of, you're finally getting, when you're receiving the confirmation that that job opportunity came through for you, always thank God, because God is your saving grace. Love can cause discernment. It's something that we should all ask God for. Discernment. Discernment helps us determine, to do our own research, to find out whether truth is being spoken or whether there's some false narratives happening. Love can bring in vibrancy. So it is said that when people are God-loving, God-fearing, it's a brightness in their eyes. When you look into their eyes, it's like you could see inside of their soul. It's knowing that they are people of love and people who want the best for you without any agenda serving them. Okay. Love can bring in the love that stays with you through eternity. When you pass away, your body just expires. Your spirit, that's what your spirit takes with you, is the love. The love within your spirit. Okay, so I have some other cards. Prayers work. You know, if you haven't been a prayer and you want to start praying, it is a learning experience. It is carrying that effort to pray. Thank you, God, for this miracle. Thank you, God, for looking after my loved ones. Prayers work. Prayers will make you have a change of your current mindset if you are not a prayer at this time. It will help you to make your days better. It will help you to work through different trials and tribulations you may be going through. Causing chaos in your life. Because of choices that someone has made, could be you or the person you're thinking of. The chaos. What is the chaos that is in your life? What has transpired? What role did you play in that? And how can you remedy it? And what is the best answer for you? Everybody's going to have a different situation. The answer is always trying to put love on the forefront, understanding that other people might be going through things that you are unaware of. It might be that maybe things were misunderstood. It may be that they need healing, that they haven't attempted to dive deep and try to figure things out for themselves. And, you know, it's being tender-hearted and kind. It's not a weakness to be that. It's actually a strength to always be kind. There are some times in your life where you have to see things for what they are. If people have betrayed you, if people have purposely betrayed you, if people are not able to come to you and apologize. And sometimes apologies don't work because the damage is done. How do we get past that? You know, we have to put it behind us and move forward in the most positive way that we can. If we're really having a lot of things that are bothering us, you know, we have to work through it. There have been times where I've gotten depressed and didn't feel like getting up. I didn't feel like doing anything for myself, and it's a mindset that I had to change. And sometimes I do want to stay home and rest. Sometimes I do want to just focus on myself. And you know, we need to give each other space to do that, to find our own healing. And if there's something that you need healing, if you cannot find it, the remedy for yourself, you can seek a close friend that you know is not going to talk behind your back or to judge you, who's just going to be a good listening ear. And you have to, if you're going to do that, accept what it is, the information that they feed back to you. Okay? Hopefully they'll do it in a loving energy, so as to not be detrimental to how you're feeling or what you're thinking. Okay? Always be true to yourself. To be true to yourself is, for me, is to find what gives me peace and put that on my agenda of how I want to live my life. To put God on the forefront of my life and to not judge others for how they're living their lives. To not be demeaning to others, but also to stand in my truth. Okay. I have big dreams. I see my visions. Being in my high vibe, 10 toes down for God Almighty. Okay, so when the beeper went off, it was 11:11, as well as 10 toes down for God Almighty. God has shown me different things. I plan on recreating my life up to now through the autobiography. So I started that. I got up to age 20 and my system died, so I have to redo it all over again. And that's on my agenda for 2025, to have that completed by the end of this year. So because God has touched my life, because God has opened up doors, because God has healed me, because God has protected me and continues to protect me and continues to show a devoted love to me, I must show a devoted love to God. Okay, so this I wrote on 10/27/24. Growing up where there was no love and ascending to a place where just love is in your life. Love, peace, no matter what. So it's not that I didn't grow up where there was no love. For me, it was my parents had 9 kids, and each one of us were different in different ways. And there's the pecking order, and there's the older brother did that to them, so they did it to the next. And it continued on down to number 9, which would be me. And it was a learned thing that I don't know why they thought it was okay. And the truth is, there's some people that have no idea what any of us have gone through. And regardless if it's my family or yours, there's things that have transpired that there was really no understanding why those things took place. It could be something like your sister slept with your boyfriend, or your brother tried to steal your girlfriend, or it could be your father married your girlfriend. Whatever it is, there's things that happen in each family, and no family is perfect. And we have to just take a hold of our own lives and be constant on doing what's right. To heal the past, to break generational curses, to make the world better. Okay, so out of my cards, I have enlisted. See, this is endangered species. So I'm going to type in the box turtle, see what it says. Okay, so it's a common name for several species of turtles. It may refer to those of the genus Cora or something which I can't say. It's Pyxidea, which are the Asian box turtles. Okay. And I want to ask, why are they on the endangered species list? Okay, so it says the eastern box turtle faces threats of habitat destruction and fragmentation, which can lead to an increase in road and railroad mortality. Although it is now protected from commercial collection in every state in which it naturally occurs, the illegal pet trade is still a large threat to this turtle. Okay, so I want to see what the turtle's spiritual meaning is. In spirituality, a turtle often symbolizes wisdom, patience, longevity, protection, grounding, and connection to Mother Earth. Its shell represents a safe haven, and its slow, steady movement signifying the importance of taking things at a deliberate pace. In Native American cultures, tribes consider the turtle a powerful totem, associating it with fertility, healing, and stability due to its connection with the earth. The turtle shell is seen as a symbol of protection, representing the ability to safeguard oneself and one's inner world. Longevity and endurance. Turtles are known for their long lifespans, making them a symbol of resilience and the ability to persevere through challenges. Balance and harmony. The turtle's ability to live both on land and in water represents the balance between spirituality and physical realms. The slow and steady progress. The turtle's slow pace encourages taking time to reflect and move forward with intention, not rushing through life. Okay. So, gotta crack the door. I have the oven on right now and it's getting warm in here. Okay, so next we have your soul purpose, and the affirmation is, I am grateful for my understanding of finances and money. I have excellent mathematical skills. I handle money with ease and intelligence. Okay, so this is the banker, and it's the emerald stone. Do you wish to increase your wealth to obtain more financial security? Trust that you have the ability to be successful and prosperous in a loving and healthy way. Simply activate your inner money manager and achieve your goals. Okay. Alright, so I have some cards from the messages from the mermaids. The first one is ask for help. If you need help with something and you can't find the answer, there are places where you can go for help, depending upon what kind of help it is that you need. In any event, I like to ask God, God, I'm not understanding this situation. Can you give me some clarity? Can you offer me peace? Can this be remedied? Okay, so you can ask God for help in any situation that you're enduring. Never decide that life isn't worth living. Never decide that I'm just going to give up. Your life is worth everything, but you have to see it that way to live it. Okay, contemplation. What are you contemplating? Kind of feel this energy of someone wanting to give up. And it's not my energy, so it belongs to someone else. Contemplate repair. Contemplate giving yourself more love. Contemplate healing. Contemplate a plan to move forward, whatever that means for you. Okay, dive deep into what is truly ailing you. Dive deep into what you need to fix. Dive deep for what you need healed. Dive deep regarding the situation that you may be going through. And what role did you play in that? I know of people who claim to be a victim. And I think we need to turn that around. I think we need to say, I'm done with that victim mentality. I am a survivor. Okay? The victim to me is being in something that you're not happy with. It could be someone taking advantage of you. It could be someone taking from you. Taking finances from you, taking energy from you, taking love from you. And to say you're a victim means you're still in it. It means you haven't healed. The only thing I can refer to is my cousin. God bless her soul. She's passed away now, but her and I are the same age, just a few months apart. She's a couple months older than me, but she was listed as a Cherokee Indian, so she received money from the government. And her parents asked her if they could use it, and they never paid her back. So the money that she gained from being Cherokee blood, she wanted to use for modeling. She wanted to, go to New York and go to some modeling schools, or down to Los Angeles or San Francisco, wherever. But the money was gone, and she suffered her whole life because she was victimized. And, I kind of had to stay away from her for a while because she would, every time I saw her, she would cry about it. And I would just tell her, Joanna, you've got to let it go. You can't worry about what's already gone. You got to just move forward. And because she could never do that, she could never heal. She became an alcoholic and a drug addict. And, it killed her. I think this September will be 10, or maybe last September. It's either this September or last September would be 10 years that she's been gone. So I say, don't be a victim. Choose to find your healing. Choose to get past the pain. Choose to be a survivor and move forward in your life in the most positive way. Okay, the next card is the future. What does your future hold? If you are currently in a victim state, or, your future is going to be whatever you see. If you're still in that victim mentality, then that's what you're going to see in your future. If you see survival as where you are today, and you can see that you survived something very horrific, something very painstaking, something heartbreaking, and you survived it. You've healed yourself. You can move forward, and you can have make a better life for you. Okay? So letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of not even give and take. Sometimes we get into relationships where, you love someone so much that you'll do everything for them. So when they get home, they don't have to do anything. But when you're working and he's working and, you're cutting the lawn, you're washing the cars, you're paying the bills, you're doing the grocery shopping, you're cooking the food, you're doing the laundry, you're doing everything to make their life easier. They put themselves on a pedestal, and you probably put them on a pedestal by doing all that for them. And there has to be a balance. So I just kind of feel like if you're a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home mom, if you're taking care of all the household things while your spouse is out there earning the money, that's even give and take. But when both of you are working, trying to make your lives better, having a one-way street, it's not fair for anyone to ask of that of you, and don't allow it, because if the cup is empty and you fill it all the way up, then your partner has nothing to do. So make sure that you only fill the cup up halfway so that they can put in their fair share. And there's going to be downtime where maybe someone has a fever or someone has a cold that they can't do their share. So, out of love, out of honoring the household, the people within it, honoring each other, you will have to put in a little extra to make ends meet, right? But the next time you're feeling under the weather, then your person needs to do the same for you. So if you're not getting that, then, possibly you need to let it go, right? If you've expressed how you feel and there's no remedy. You don't want to talk till you're blue in the face. You don't want to talk and feel like you're talking to a wall, right? It might be time to let it go. Being a free spirit. Being a free spirit is, I do what I want when I feel like it. Free spirit. Being a free spirit is having the discernment to just naturally do what's right. And if you're blessed to have someone else who is also a free spirit, then you both can work together and give each other enough space, yet know that I freely want to make this work. I don't want to be forced to make it work. I freely want this relationship. I freely want this love in my life. But if it comes at a cost, if I'm putting in too much, and there's other things happening that are behind the scenes that are possibly coming out at this time, no, I would rather be a free spirit on my own. So again, this is going to be different for everybody. This is just a general reading. Whatever applies for you applies. Whatever doesn't, don't force it. Okay, so next we have the native spirit, and excuse me, we have spirit of fire. Transformation, take risk, face your fears, break out of old patterns and conventions. Just because you've always done something in the past doesn't mean you need to continue to do it in the future. Try something new, change your routines and habits, reach out in new directions. The Thunderbird is rising in you. Out of the ashes comes new growth and new beginnings. Your native spirit wants you to know. In native cultures, fire was thought to be a gift from the Creator that carried the power of renewal. Fire can maintain life and it can destroy it. It is the warmth of the tribal fire, but it's also the thundering lightning bolt cast down from the sky. It can purify and transform. It can annihilate. Fire represents your life force, the spark of life within you, and also the pure white light within you. The spirit of fire invites you to take some risk and face your fears. We often are reacting to situations because of preconditioned responses based on our self-generating definition of self. Every time you change an old habit, even changing to a different breakfast food, it helps you begin to step out of a limiting definition of self. Purification by fire creates transformation. Take care to keep your energy in balance. Fire that turns too brightly burns out, but a fire that's left to smolder dies. The journey. When you first awaken in the morning, focus on the emerging sunlight. Imagine that you are breathing in that light. Gaze unblinkingly into the candle flame and focus your awareness on the inner flame within you. By doing this, you're activating the spirit of fire that dwells within you and around you. Imagine yourself to be a single candle flame, a campfire, a forest fire, electricity, lightning, the sun and stars. Affirm this. May the light of the sun illuminate my heart, that my heart may illuminate the world. So that kind of refers back to spreading loving energy to me. Okay. Next we have the divine feather. Here's the feather, and it is the crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. So there's two mentions of longevity, right, with the turtle and now the crane. Crane is a uniquely shaped bird with a long beak and long legs. It is commonly associated with fidelity and marriage. In Asian cultures, the crane is the messenger of longevity and healing, as the great bird is believed to have the ability to fly up to the heavens. The Zuni tribe regards the crane as the keeper of great secret magic. The crane's call is distinct and loud, warning those around them to watch out and pay attention. Crane is a water bird that will teach you to work with the element of water, which is feminine, emotional, and adaptable. Message. Crane sounds the call of empowering your relationships. The time is coming for forming a new partnership that will be supportive and long-lasting. This union may be something you have been seeking, or it may take you by surprise. Crane urges you to pay attention to those stepping forward into your life at this time. Be sure to use your emotional intelligence to see where you stand and what you are attracting. Is it for your highest good? If it is, take the leap of faith and go for it. You are in the right place to create a union that is perfect for you now. The energies, longevity, creation, union, season all year round, element water, air, the color white and gray. Affirmation. I am now ready to embrace and trust my divine partnerships. Okay, next we have the animal messages, and today we have the crab. Show your emotions and regenerate love. As crab's whole being is synchronized to the waxing and waning of the opalescence moon, so are your body's hormonal and physiological, if I said that correct, systems tuned to the world's circadian rhythms. Live in harmony with these and your whole being will thrive. Crab is protected by a rigid carapace, but to grow she must risk molting her armor, becoming soft and vulnerable. Like crab, garner courage and take that risk. Be it sporting, trial, mental task, or emotional revelation, which offers you regeneration, and emotional flowering. So far, the reading has mentioned taking a risk. So I wouldn't be surprised if taking a leap of faith comes out. But I don't know yet. Okay, so let's see the Archangel Tarot cards. Page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. Two of Gabriel. Two has to do with balance. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Three of Ariel has to do with Trinity. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner. Okay. 21 Major Arcana, the World, Archangel Michael. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So 2 could be, 21 could be a 3. Okay, next is 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. And 6 of Michael has to do with harmony. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. So that's not taking a leap of faith, but it is relocation or travel. That is somewhat of a risk, right? Changing up. Okay, so next we have the Psychic Tarot cards. The first one we have is a 2, the waiting game. 2 has to do with balance, so maybe someone's kind of just waiting and trying to figure out a balance between grounding themselves and having growth of some sort. And I only say that because of the roots and then the trees, the tree on top. So next we have financial material changes, which is a 5. 5 represents change. So there must be some choices that have to be made to change your current circumstances. So maybe you're with someone because of the financial material that you share with that person. But if that's all you have, then that's all you have. Is that enough for you? So you have to realize that by taking a risk, by relocating or traveling, there might be a decline in financial and material changes. But know that if you're doing this from a heart space, if you're doing this because divine guidance, then know that our Heavenly Father will provide for you everything that you need. And whatever you decide to do, whatever God's plan is, that you will reap financial material rewards. Okay, so the next is temptation. Okay, that's a 6, again, having to do with harmony. Have you learned your lessons? Have you seen where you've been and how you've allowed temptation to stand in the way of your divine path? So maybe you're currently in that, or maybe that's a lesson you've recently learned. Okay, the next is a 9, material harvest. So as I said before, the change, right? If you're currently in a situation where you have financial material, maybe you're in a situation where that's all you have, but it's becoming tight and unworkable. and the other cards have guided you to relocate or travel. And as I stated before, that was if you're following God's divine path, then God will see that you receive this material harvest for choosing yourself, for choosing God, for surrendering all of your worldly things to your spiritual journey. Okay, so next we have balance. That's 11. Everything will be balanced out. And again, there's a movement card. So it's not the leap of faith, but as you see, we have the 6 of Michael from before, and now the 8 from the Psychic Tarot. Positive movement forward, relocation or travel. So that might be in the works for someone out there. Okay, so I want to read out of the Bible real quick because the Bible's so important, right? So I'm on Esther. And Esther 5, Esther's request to the king. On the 3rd day, Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the palace in front of the king's hall. The king was sitting on his royal throne in the hall facing the entrance. When he saw Queen Esther standing in the court, he was pleased with her and held out to her the gold scepter that was in his hand. So Esther approached and touched the tip of the scepter. Then the king asked, "What is it, Queen Esther? What is your request?" "Even up to half the kingdom, it will be given you." "If it pleases the king," replied Esther, "let the king, together with Haman, come today to a banquet I have prepared for him." "Bring Haman at once," the king said, "so that we may do what Esther asked." So the king and Haman went to the banquet Esther had prepared. As they were drinking wine, the king asked Esther, "Now, what is your petition? It will be given you. And what is your request? Even up to half the kingdom, it will be granted." Esther replied, "My petition and my request is this. If the king regards me with favor, and if it pleases the king to grant my petition and fulfill my request, let the king and Haman come tomorrow to the banquet I will prepare for them. Then I will answer the king's question." So if you want to know more about that, you need to go to Esther 5, and where it starts, Haman's rage against Mordecai. Okay, so the Akashic Tarot. Let's see, we had another card of waiting. What was it? And let me see if that's all we have. I think that's 2 cards of waiting. Wait a minute, let's look at these. Yeah, 2 cards of waiting. Alright, so the Sands of Time is a 6, having to do with harmony. 6 of Scrolls. The sun has begun to set low on the western horizon, but it's still visible through the window of a beautiful castle room. A man is focused with concern on a large hourglass that has almost run out. He rolls up his sleeve, ready to get back to work. This card shows that in some matter of importance, time is of the essence. There could be an opportunity that you don't want to miss. It may be a project, situation, or personal connection that requires attention, or even completion. You might have had some delays, or you may have been highly active and industrious for some time. Either way, keep going. Your focus and your effort will still be required in order to get to the end game. Don't let worry steer you away from your goal. There is more yet to do, so don't give up. Close your eyes and catch the energy of time. It feels almost as if you can ride it as it flows through your day, lifting your excitement, your enthusiasm, and your industry. Feel this now and realize that whatever you have to do, time is your gift and your tool. The Five of Keys, wishes fulfilled. Okay, 1 second. The scene is a bright and full storeroom, a larder for a sizable and successful estate. Inside are keys and coins, wines and spices. Also within the room are a number of baskets filled with bounty of fruits, vegetables, breads, flours, sugars, and grains. Even the many windows look out at the expanse of your world. This card is a sign that the time has come for your wishes to be fulfilled and your dreams to be realized. Difficulties may have challenged you for a time, but even in these, victory is assured. There is an abundance of sweet nourishments and acquired lands coming. The keys to the castle are yours. Celebrate. Close your eyes and feel someone hand you a set of golden keys. One of them opens the most important door before you. Open the door and see what lies ahead. Next is the Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt. A lightning bolt illuminates a stormy night sky, striking a tree down to its core. Puddles of rain pull upon the ground. This card shows that it's a time of splitting apart, a time of loss, disappointment, or even a metaphorical death. You may be feeling wounded, grieved, or gravely disappointed. The loss could be a career opportunity, romantic relationship, partnership, creative project, or friendship. At first glance, the event may seem sudden or unexpected, but in the light that flashes, we see the deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. You've probably been aware of the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There's a benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning and a storm to cleanse the field. Imagine a lightning bolt striking nearby, leaving some destruction in its wake. Now close your eyes and with a deep breath, feel the energy of lightning stir within you. It's almost as if the finger of God is yours to employ. How do you want to direct this energy in your life? Okay, 8 has to do with power. 5, the Hilarion, Major Arcana, has to do with change. Seen here with spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic records hold. He is the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now is the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you are working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. Close your eyes and sense the Master Hilarion beside you. Feel the energy lift and your vibration quicken. Notice a new mental energy of alertness and easy understanding. Your mind is open like a boundless sky, and everything becomes clear and bright. bring that brightness to any issue in your life that needs clarity now. Okay, so we have 3, has to do with Trinity, the chess game. And this basically has to do with you're on a team. Okay? But you're battling against another team. But you have to know in your heart that the people who are on your team have their own agenda, just like you might have your own agenda. So you have to be wary of the people who's around you. What information are they giving you? Are they giving you information based on facts? Are they giving you information just made up to vary you in a certain direction? What are their personal agendas regarding any matter that's going on in your life? So you have to discern your story and where you fit on this chess game. Okay? The Buddha prepares. This has to do with spiritual training. The people behind this Buddha, they're waiting for him to move, but he's not done with his meditation. So he's asking for more patience. He's asking, he doesn't have to ask because he's the Buddha. And it's probably one of their requirements of patience and discernment and not speaking out of turn. So the Buddha is preparing those around him to start wearing the robe, to start living the life as a Buddha. Okay, whatever that means for you. So I hate to push through it, but I want to get through to the Tattoo Tarot. Let's see. Okay, so the angel number we're going to do is 1, the Knave of Cups, the Hangman, which is a 12, which is a 3, and the Sun, which is a 19, which is a 2. So 19 is a 1. 1, 3, 10, 12, yeah, 1, 3, 1. So when I look at these cards, I have someone who's young. He's got love on his mind. He's been in a hangman position, and he sees something as his total match. Okay, so that's going to be the angel number I'm going to read for you right now. But real quick, I want to go over the cards that were pulled from the Tattoo Tarot. The 4 of Wands, that's a marriage card. The 10 of Coins means there's money to be made. God is going to bless this union with material gains. And that's long lasting. The 10 of Coins is generational wealth. So the Knave of Wands, he's pursuing that. He's probably been involved in some moon magic. Maybe he likes to go out during the moon time and talk to the moon. Maybe there's been some hidden agendas from people around him to stop him from moving forward. But he has this 10 of Cups. He has all this love, right, that they can share. And he says, I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this love. I don't want to miss this financial gain. I'm going to surrender to God, and I'm going to give it all to the Lord, and I'm going to follow my path. Okay, so let's get to the angel number of 1, 3, 1. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure if it's going to cut off. If it cuts off, thank you for listening, but I'm going to go ahead and try to read this. Angel number 131 is made up of the attributes of number 1 and number 3 with the vibrations of number 1 doubled and amplified. Number 1 brings with it the attributes of self-leadership and assertiveness, initiative, instinct, and intuition, new beginnings, and fresh approach. It also relates to motivation, striving forward, and progress, and reminds us that we create our own realities by our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So real quick, I just want to reiterate 131. The 3 has to do with Trinity, so it could be very well that two people are marrying each other. 1, 3, 3, 1. Okay. Or two people see Trinity first. They have Trinity in between them. Okay. Number 3 resonates with energy, growth, expansion, and the principles of increase, spontaneity, broad-minded thinking, self-expression, encouragement, assistance, talent, and skills. Manifesting and manifestation. Number 3 indicates that the Ascended Masters are around you, assisting when asked. So ask for help. The Ascended Masters help you to focus on the divine spark within yourself and others, and assist with manifesting your desires. This makes 131 the number of optimism, enthusiasm, communication, creativity, and expansion. Angel number 131 is a sign that your angels are sending you positive and uplifting energies to clear away any feelings of discouragement and to help keep your thoughts and beliefs optimistic and centered. Your angels ask you to stay focused on the true goals and aspirations of your soul. So dive deep to figure out what your aspirations of your soul are and what your true goals are and how you can stay focused. Angel number 131 prompts you to use your natural skills and talents, and do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zones in order to pursue your true passion and life purpose. We create our own realities with our beliefs, thoughts, and actions. So make choices and take actions toward pursuing and living your life authentically. Trust that you have all the abilities within you, and when you take a step towards your true soul purpose, the angels and universal energies work with you to find success and fulfillment. Angel number 131 encourages you to be true to yourself. Angel number 131 is a message from your angels and the Ascended Masters that they are supporting and assisting with boosting your courage, resolve, and self-confidence, so that you are able to powerfully manifest your wants, needs, and desires. You are being offered guidance and advice about your soul mission, so pay attention to your intuition and inner wisdom and take affirmative action as directed. Okay, so that's the end of our reading. I got a little winded on this one. So thank you all for listening. God bless you all. I pray that what you are needing needs you. What you are searching for is searching for you, and that you find what truly makes you happy in this life. God bless you with abundance in all aspects of your life. And if no one has told you today that you are loved, I love you. See you on the next one.